Hey guys, welcome to the Stars in the Making. My name is Ricardo Ngolo, of course, Champion Vision behind the camera. Our staff for today, she is a business owner. She has an undergrad in marketing and master's in business. So, with that being said, let's welcome Ariana.
Thank you for
having me. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Ariana, before we start, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Ariana. I'm from Boston, north of Boston. And I own my own business in the North Shore. And
awesome.
serve healthy meal replacement shakes, good vibes, great nutrition, energy teas.
Oh, wow, that's great. Talk to me about how do you grow up? How do you come up?
So I grew up in a giant Italian family, loud, crazy. No siblings, but lots and lots of cousins and family, and we all live close by and just grew up all together.
Wow, that's really great. So I'm here with you, Ariana, and I wanted to know more. There's many people out there that they don't know how is to go into business by themselves. And for you as a business owner, I think you have experience on that. And how was that? What is the switch that made you having your own business? Because you have a master's and you have your master's in business and your undergrad in marketing course, and why you didn't choose to go to a corporate?
So starting a business is always a risk, right? But with a great risk is going to come great reward, hopefully, if you do it right.
That's right.
Yeah, so I got my undergrad degree in marketing, like you said, went to grad school and went off into the marketing world, kind of joined that rat race of what I thought I was supposed to do right after college and joined corporate America and, do that 9 to 5. And I was working in corporate marketing and, working really long days, commuting really long hours, and loved what I was doing in terms of marketing, but didn't love that I was going to work for someone else every day and just doing tedious tasks that I wasn't allowed to add my creativity to. And I quickly realized that I didn't want to work for someone else.
That's really great. And that is, even myself, I always believe in that, on working for myself. So there is many, people out there that they don't understand, it's not easy. As you said, taking risks.
Yeah. And
by you jumping into that, you weren't scared that maybe something might not work out. How did you face that, taking risks?
Yeah. So I grew up with entrepreneurial parents. My mom and dad both owned businesses. My dad was in sales. My mom owned a hair salon. And from the time I was a little girl, I always wanted to be like my mom and follow in her footsteps and own my own business and be a hairstylist. So kind of seeing them and their success and their hard work, but also seeing how much freedom they had in their lives, getting to use their time the way they wanted to, taking a vacation when they wanted to, not having to go to their boss and ask, hey, can I get some time off? Right. They had the opportunity to create the life they wanted, and I strive to.
Wow, that's awesome. And tell me, what do you see? What is your vision from now on? What is your vision? Where do you envision yourself? Your business, because you are very successful, a business owner. And what do you do, by the way? Can you explain to people?
Absolutely. So I got into this business while I was actually in college, and I discovered Herbalife, which is the top nutrition company in the world.
Right.
They've been around for over 42 years. It's a phenomenal company. I didn't know too much about it when I first got into it, but I knew that I loved the products that they had, and I loved that it was an opportunity to build relationships with people and make them feel healthier and make them feel happier. So when I was in college, I worked at a smoothie bar, making shakes and teas, fell in love with it, graduated, did the whole corporate thing, and then decided, I really loved forming those relationships with people and making this world a healthier and happier place. I think I'm going to go out and do this on my own.
Beautiful. When you say doing it on your own, that's a big deal. And so you have your own business, and you're a coach for Herbalife.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes. So it's kind of a two-part. So you got the brick and mortar where we serve shakes and teas daily,
Yeah.
in the community, but also there are so many other opportunities. We host weight loss challenges, fit camps, we do shake parties, we do one-on-one coaching, wellness evaluations, just trying to help people get into a better mindset and help them live a healthier lifestyle.
Wow. That's great. And as I was reading your bio, so yes, last night you said something about losing, because sometimes getting into business, doing your own thing, it's not the way it looks sometimes. There is a lot of, you have, as we said, we're taking risks and stuff. Also things eventually, sometimes things they don't go the way you want them to go. And I was reading that you lost, in the process, you lost a few of your friends and stuff like that. Can you touch on that?
Yeah, so when I first opened my business, I began the process of opening my business right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Right.
So right there, I was fearful of, what's going to happen? Is this going to do well? Is this going to, hit the ground or take off? How's this going to go? Open the doors. It was bananas. It was more than I could have ever imagined, which I'm so grateful for. But then life happens, and I lost two people in my life that were really important to me, and I could have let that eat me away and take me down. But I chose to flip it around and, use my passion for helping other people and for growing my business and my future life. I just use that as fuel to just want to be better and help as many people as I could. So.
Wow, that's really awesome. I love it when you touch about these things, how to setbacks. It's not really easy. Many times when I say things, I started like many business, some business on my own too, and I understand how deal with pain. It's not easy because many people just give up.
Absolutely.
When they face something challenging along the way, they give up. That's the main reason on not really following somebody else. You have to follow what you really love. So this is a question that I ask this a lot.
Yeah.
So doing this, this is came from your mom and your parents, of course. And then all that was like something that you really wanted, or somebody made you doing that, like going to your own business?
It was always something that I really wanted. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I hadn't quite found my passion. Like I said before, I thought I wanted to be a hairstystist, but that was my mom's passion.
Oh, beautiful.
So I finally found, that I loved helping people and loved the health and wellness industry and saw the rise, especially with the pandemic. I think it woke a lot of people up saying, I need to get healthier and be proactive versus, wait for something to happen to me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's great. Going back to Herbalife, how do you get in touch with people, and how do you grow? If someone said, okay, I want to join Ariana, Herbalife.
Yeah.
So how do you do? What is the first step to get there?
Yeah, so there are so many different ways, and I primarily use my brick and mortar business to help people, whether they want to get started in a program or if they want to get started in the business opportunity. But I also use social media a lot.
Yeah.
And the beauty of this business is that we're in over 93 countries around the world. So anyone from anywhere can be in this business, whether it's, side hustle, part-time, full-time. It's really up to you what you want to do with it.
Yes, and something I heard, I was never a member or joined Herbalife, but I know that's a great company and it's been here for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's reliable. So do you get promoted along the way? How that works? How
Absolutely.
is the process?
So you get out whatever you put in. And there's a great community, so many resources to help you grow. But it's really a matter of what you put into it. If you, are instructed to do, X, Y, and Z, if you do X, Y, and Z, you'll take yourself to the next level.
Wow.
So
that's great.
Yeah.
In order for you to get promoted, how long do you have to be there?
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It could be today or tomorrow. And that's the beauty of this business and working for yourself. You're not waiting for someone to give you a promotion. You have the opportunity to create that promotion for yourself. And anyone that's driven or ambitious or just wants a better life for themselves has that opportunity. You don't have to ask your boss for a raise or a promotion. Like, you can go out there and get it yourself,
Wow, that's really great. So you have a nutrition shop, right?
Yes.
So you own a shop, a nutrition. Talk to me about like how is your workout and something like that? How do you talk to people in order for them to follow like a good nutrition? Do you have any program yourself, like talking about yourself, like you give to people out there?
Absolutely.
For your clients?
Yeah, so we've done 21-day challenges,
Okay.
where we get a group of people. Whoever wants to join is welcome to join, men, women, all ages. And a lot of the times we'll do them virtually, and you work one-on-one with a coach, and we get you set up with a nutrition plan for home.
Yeah.
We include workouts online that you can follow. We've done workouts in person too.
Oh, nice.
With the pandemic, we kind of just kept them online. But
Do you have a particular page where we can follow, like either online, like on social media?
yeah, so my social media is public, the @Splendid Nutrition.
Yes.
But if we do have a challenge going, we typically keep it as a private group because a lot of the times people are cheering each other on, but don't necessarily want it to be a public thing. You know, if they're saying like, oh my gosh, I lost 3 pounds, like they don't really want the whole world to know, but they know that they feel like they can say it in this safe space of people that are all working towards the same goals.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ariana, one thing, let's dive into the business setting. Again, I love that because many people are waiting for that. So for someone who want to jump into business, right? And they don't want to take risks. Maybe, you did 4 years in college or whatever, 8 years in college. And you get to the point that you don't enjoy what you're doing. What is your saying in that person? Because maybe they want to, switch up because of someone holding them back, parents or, let's say loved ones, and they can't do that, but they don't feel comfortable. Do you have any advice for those individuals?
Absolutely. I 100% recommend following your heart. You have to work harder on yourself than you do your job. I think personal development is huge. I'm always listening to podcasts, reading books, meditating in the morning, and just really getting with yourself.
Meditation. Yes. Yeah.
Getting in tune with yourself, because at the end of the day, your happiness is what really matters. And having a healthy, happy, balanced life is important, regardless of what anyone else thinks or feels.
My goodness. How many times did you meditate? Do you have any times to meditate, or a week, once?
So twice? I meditate every morning at 5:45 in the morning.
Wow. Every day.
Every day. It gets me set up for the day. I actually have a meditation teacher who I'm so grateful for, that wakes up and gets on Zoom with me every morning.
That's great.
We do like a 5-minute guided meditation and then 15 minutes of just silence and peace.
Wow. Anything you want to say to anyone out there who is stuck? There is many people that are stuck. Do you have anything to say, any word of encouragement in order for them to, to stay up and follow their dreams?
Yeah.
What do you want to say to those people?
You just have to start somewhere. Every successful person had to take that leap. And you really just have to follow your intuition. And if you want something badly enough, you just have to start day one. Just
wow, that's beautiful. That's awesome. Wow. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We love you, and we're going after here, of course. Shop's Vision. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the shop. We're coming to have some, some shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta wait for us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Before we end, we're gonna go to the game. Of course, our obvious game, and let's jump into it. All right, Ariana. You're gonna spin this 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can't answer, don't. But you have to go for it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ever do a road trip?
Road trip.
I haven't done a long road trip before, but I've always wanted to drive out west.
Oh, wow.
However, I'd like to drive out there and then fly back because I don't want to go the other way again.
Oh, Oh my God, you gotta do it.
I know, but I'm like, oh, that's a long way back too.
I know. All right.
All right, another
give me
one?
the second. No, this is the same one. Stop it. The same. That's funny. The first time that this happened, spin it again.
What sports did you play? Growing up, I was all over the place. I think I tried every single sport
No.
on the planet, but the one that I stuck with throughout high school was lacrosse.
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse, yeah.
Love that.
You never heard of lacrosse? No? It's like
What is that?
you have the stick and there's a net on the end of the stick.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. All right, let's go for the last one.
Best advice.
Best advice.
Best
I
advice
love that.
given to me, or best advice that I could give?
Best advice. Yeah, you go ahead, look right in there, and then let us know which is your best advice.
My best advice is to follow your heart and follow your dreams and do it for yourself, because at the end of the day, your happiness is what matters most.
Woo. I love that. It's the best. Nice. So we're done with our game. Now, I would say stars in the making. Thank you for staying with us. We love you guys. Ariana, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And last thing, so just be a star in the making. We definitely gonna be there in your business today, and we love you guys. Rihanna, do you want to say something? Some last thing you want to say?
Just thank you. Thanks for being here and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Be a star in the making.